Hi, beautiful earth signs, and my spirit guides are saying hi to all the cross watchers. Lovely to have you all here. This is Mary Ellen, coming to you from Moonrise Cottage Soul Tarot for your soulmate reading for the second half of February, the 16th to 28th. We're going to find out what's going on. So I just finished and posted the love reading for the earth signs for the second half of February. Very interesting process you are going through, as we know. A beautiful, complete transformation. It's taking many years. There were notations of Uranus. There were notations of Pluto. Shift and change on the shadow side, which is really exciting, very mysterious, very deep. So while you're going through that process, in order to be able to come to a place of loving in a way that is stable so that you can offer your whole self, that's the process that you are going on. So while you're involved in that process, my spirit guides have asked me to do these soulmate accompany readings so that you can understand how your process affects your soulmate, what they are thinking and feeling, how you can come into alignment with each other, especially if you're in a heart chakra awakened relationship, a twin flame relationship, any relationship in which you engage with another person. Can be a soulmate relationship, as you know, could be your parents, could be one of your brothers or sisters, could be one of your best friends. You never know, right? Any of you have had those kind of meetings, you never know. So this is to help you understand that person that you are most connected with, that you are thinking of in this moment when you come to see this reading. That is the message that is meant to come out. I'm using the animal medicine card, so I'm going to pull that one right out of the deck, and we'll see. Oh my gosh, look, whale, 41. Just going to put it right here. We'll check the book a little bit and see what that's about, and we'll jump into the oracle part of the reading, and then we're going to look at the Rider-Waite deck and find out what are the particulars of the energy in which your soulmate is swimming. So let's see. 41. I love this deck. I haven't used it in quite a while, but it's really fun to be pulling it off the shelf for this purpose. So whale is the record keeper. Whale is very much like a swimming library. Whale carries the history of Mother Earth and is said to have been placed here by the ancients from the dog star Sirius. That's given me a chill. Biologists say that whale is a mammal and very possibly lived on land millions of years ago. In tribal legend, whales' move into the ocean happened when the earth shifted and Lemuria, the motherland, went below the waves. All of our petroglyphs speak of the motherland and the disaster that brought the red race to North America from the west beyond the great waters. The symbols in the petroglyphs speak of the rivers and the mountains crossed by our ancestors when they sought solid ground as the water receded. Whale saw the great events that led to the settling of Turtle Island and keeps the records and the knowledge of the motherland alive. Whale medicine people are coded in their DNA to understand that sound frequencies can bring up records in the memories of ancient knowledge. They are usually clairaudient or able to hear both very low and very high frequencies. They are usually also psychically developed and fairly telepathic. Many times, however, they are not awakened to their gifts until it is time to use the stored records. Many whale medicine people are able to tap into the universal mind of the Great Spirit, and they have no idea how or why they know what they know. It is only later, when they receive confirmation, that they begin to understand how it is that they, as record keepers, pardon me, I can't get the page apart. How it is that they as record keepers know or why they receive these impressions and transmissions. So whale medicine teaches us to use the sound and the frequencies that balance our emotional bodies and heal our physical forms. They recall why the shaman's drum brings healing and peace to align with whale's message. The drum is the universal heartbeat and it aligns all beings, heart to heart. If you have pulled Whale card, you are being asked to tap into these records and to allow yourself to be sung to those who have this original language. We are only creatures who do not have our own, we are the only creatures who do not have our own unique cry or call. It is time to find yours. Whale signals a time of finding your origins, of seeing your overall destiny as coded in your DNA, and of finding the sounds that will release these records. You may never be the same again, and after all, you are the melody of the universe. Wow. Beautiful earth signs. Your soulmate. I think for this reading, honestly, we are talking about profoundly heart chakra awakened individual in your soulmate. And perhaps, really for most of you who are drawn to this reading, I think you're engaged with someone who you identify as your twin flame. That's what this is talking about. And if you're familiar with my channel, you know that I talk a lot about twin flame awakening through a heart chakra expanded experience. And that when it comes to twin flame, it is about your frequency. It is about the energy you share. You know that. Spirit's telling me I don't have to tell you that. You know. So you are dealing with somebody. Your soulmate has some records, some frequency. Spirit's talking about the circuit of soul existence and the way it is when we come into contact with someone through destiny that is meant to awaken us. We begin to develop ourselves. And earth sign, again, if you haven't seen your love reading, go and look, because you are in the process of becoming, and your soulmate is the one who is helping you. It's literally giving me a chill. So Spirit, guides, angels, ascended masters, please give us one card from the Mystical Shaman Oracle to deepen the message about the beautiful soulmate of the earth sign walkers in the end of February. What is it that the soulmate of the earth signs needs to know? And what do the earth signs need to know about their soulmate? Please give us a message about this whale medicine. What is the companion message that is going to help to illuminate what it is that is needed to be known? Being asked to cut the deck, so bear with me for a moment. Okay. Here it's saying, there it is. Wow. Absolutely. The beautiful card for standstill. And my spirit guides are talking about the reflection of whale, in a sense. It is about being directly connected to the universe and being very, very still, to go as deep as one can possibly go to connect to the sacred energies that are at work. Earth signs, whoever your soulmate is, you have been given a profound gift. And I hope you know, you probably do know, somebody is in your life that is a very energy awakened being. And of course, it is totally possible that you are awakening each other. That is what happens when we have a twin flame meeting. Those types of heart chakra, energy balancing, frequency igniting. Look, did you see that fly out? Meetings that we have. Wow. Yeah, my spirit guides are chattering like there's no tomorrow. Okay, so this is from the Journey of Love Oracle. That is the breaking. It's number 65. So I'm just going to check out the text for you, and then we're going to jump into the Rider-Waite and find out a few more things. Something profound is happening at the end of February, and it is because we are meant to master our frequency this year. We are coming into the ability to have these heart chakra awakening meetings that don't necessarily have to do with love. That's the place that we're growing into. That's what it means to have 4D and 5D. And we're not used to it, are we? And it's time for us to learn and grow into that place. So be aware that your soulmate, your twin flame, your heart chakra awakening partner is about to come into your life if they are not there yet. I have no doubt about this. So this is called the breaking. And you know what I love about that? We started off with whale, and they break. It's really beautiful. And they leap high into the air, as high as a 2-ton whale can leap, Spirit's saying. So there is something within your being that is breaking apart. You may not understand it, and there's not so much to be understood, but the simplicity doesn't mean that it's easy to endure. You may worry that you are going too far, that you may not recover or ever come back together again. But what can you do? Can you hold back from the divine love that calls you, that lures you to becoming all that you are, to remembering your divine nature? Well, you could try, but for what purpose? There is temporary rest before the storm. Take this rest if you need it, and then dive straight into the storm. Let yourself be brokenhearted by the divine so that you can become your own truth and become all that you are meant to be. It is better to have the heart broken so that it grows than to be brokenhearted by thinking that you must protect yourself. This oracle brings compassionate guidance so that no matter what sadness, anger, despair, or frustration you may feel, you are being pulled apart not by dark forces, but by the loving embrace of the divine, as it strips you of that which would keep you from your divine realization. Let go and break. It is going to be the making of you. Wow. Yeah, I think you guys, many of you have met a heart chakra awakening partner. That's really beautiful. So when we see this notion of whale carrying the ancient Akashic records, the places of the deep, and that's where earth signs, if you haven't looked at your love reading, that's exactly what you are employed in, Spirit says. And in these moments, you see what just fell out? In these moments, you have to sit still. So this is really fabulous. And you know, when you have that moment and you suddenly are standing with someone who is meant to awaken you just because of their own energy, their literal vibration, it does cause a breaking, and your world will begin to crumble. Spirit saying like a Jenga tower. Everything inside you begins to crash down because it's so intense. And in fact, I'm going to do a live stream on Saturday. I think I scheduled it for 1 o'clock about this. What do you do when you have these kind of meetings? I think it's time for us to begin to discuss that from my spirit guides. They want me to do it. So, all right, what is your soulmate thinking? It's interesting, isn't it? Spirits tell me to do this. Just see that? Just see how those go together? They are sitting still in this moment. They are literally rejoicing. They know what they have found, and it has perhaps caused them to break open. It's really interesting. And so it's bringing to them this moment of judgment. Do you see how in this card, judgment, there are people who are, the trumpet is calling, and they are being awakened. That's part of what is happening in the judgment card. It is about a process of rebirth. Totally fantastic. And the angels are calling. That's what the oracle cards are talking about. Breaking free from that which has bound you in these moments prior to this fated meeting that clearly has happened. So your soulmate is thinking, I just met my twin flame. I met a soulmate. I met somebody who causes me to rise from the dead, to be reborn with the grace of heaven, of God, of the angels, the gods, the goddesses, the divine, whatever word you want to put on it. and raise my arms up and answer the call. And, look, it is a tower moment. That's what my spirit guides were literally just talking about. Something crashes down. Because what has been before this moment can never be again. And any of you, again, who've had that kind of a moment, something comes to an end. An old way of life stops. And that which is no longer needed falls away. Because it's time to bring forward the new. That's why, I love this. I love the way, thank you, Spirit, thank you, Spirit guides. Thank you. They're chattering in my ear. So as we go forward with your soulmate, and if you're cross-watching, welcome. Glad to have you here. Understand what it is. All of this line, it's perfect. Because in the moment when you come across this individual, that is exactly the experience. I'm going to talk about it on Saturday a lot. All right. My spirit guides are running with that, but I'm going to clip them off and save it for Saturday. So Spirit, now that we know what the soulmate is thinking, the earth sign soulmate, what is it that they are feeling? Can you give us some insight, please, into the feelings? Ooh, look. Oh my gosh, I love this. Next to standstill. This same message, stand still. They're going deep inside. That's what they're feeling. They are coming to a place that they have never experienced before, and it is one of exaltation. Direct contact with the divine. And when you feel that, when you have that experience, you do go deep inside. It causes nothing short of revolution, resolution, death and rebirth, everything that we see. And there is joy. I mean, there's an unparalleled amount of joy. Woohoo! There's cards falling off the table. All right, here's the one that stayed with me. There we go. Temperance. I love it. And it is a time for temperance, isn't it? When you need to stand still. And you have to get yourself to this place of balance. Back to a place of balance. Let me see if I can reach these cards. And I'm going to grab those. Too many to pull. But there's one. So here's how they fell to the floor, just like that. And look, that's the one I'm going to take. Knight of Pentacles. Because it is about love that is solid and stable and slow moving. But because of the intensity of it, your soulmate knows. I got to take my time with this. It's really funny. That's again, the live stream, I got some downloaded messages. And I was asked by my spirit guides to provide some assistance. And I think I'm going to refer everybody to this reading because it illustrates so well the process that needs to happen the way it is meant to happen. When you come to this moment, and then you go deep inside, you have to stand still because you are standing in front of the divine, and And I'm not talking about the human person, certainly that is true. You know that you are having a meeting with the divine through another human being, and it rocks your world. And if you are not able to go inside and bring temperance and balance, in order to move slowly so that plans can be made and you can understand and grow into the place that you're meant to be growing into, that is when things fall out of balance and people get into trouble, so to speak, in a soulmate relationship. All right, so, your soulmate, earth signs, your soulmate is having a moment of joy and overwhelm. All right, so if you feel them pulling back from you, don't worry about it. You have to give them a little space, don't you? They are going to move forward. They know. They have clarity, but they're going to do it slowly because it's what is right for them. All right? So, all right, Spirit. Yeah, this is really fabulous. Okay, so again, a lot of cards fell down. I'm just going to take the one that came up, right? The Two of Swords. So this line is, what are they going to do? All right, what are they intending to do about all this? And I love that the message is continuing its own thread, my spirit guides are saying. All right. So they've had this Ten of Cups moment. It caused them to stand still and go inside, pray, meditate, get some help, figure out, become themselves in order to make a decision with deep, deep dedication in order to get the clarity that is coming to them, because they are understanding something about their world and they do intend to take an action. So they're trying to decide what is the best course of action in these moments. And because they have this Knight of Pentacles energy, they're going to take their time. Don't push them. Do not push your soulmate, because look, here's the next card. Queen of Cups, baby. I love it. All right. So as your soulmate is taking part in this process to be deeply with themselves, deeply, deeply, deeply with themselves. Understand, please, it's very important, understand that they are 100% with you. And in order to be with you, part of their love guides them inside to stand still, to seek these records, these Akashic records that are inside the connection that the two of you have. And appropriately, one of the things that has to be done is they've got to go inside themselves and begin to learn and understand about their inner workings in a way that they never have before, because they're understanding they are the Queen of Cups. They know something about themselves that they didn't know before, and it's profound about the nature of love, because they are literally feeling the love of the universe, the sacred love of compassion. We're talking about the love of compassion and acceptance. No strings attached, in a sense. That's what happens. That's what people feel. And then, we have to live in the real world, don't we? And then we have our struggles. It's meant to be that way. But that moment, when this moment comes, you can never turn back from that. Because whether you're together or apart, you will always know something that you didn't know before. And my voice is getting all choked up. It's really true, my spirit guides are saying. So, all right, Spirit, can we have one more card? Yeah, look. That's what they're intending to do. They're intending to change their world through a very serious, loving process of internal exploration. Together with you, they know that something new is coming forward and something is being left behind. So I want to pick from the runes. Ooh, your soulmate. Wow. Okay, Spirit's saying it's a heart chakra awakened relationship. And if you want to call it twin flame, that's okay. We're going to have a lot of discussion about this going forward on my channel, because, we do need words as identifiers to help us know what it is we know, to help us describe. I hope you guys can see that. Okay. So, Spirit, Ancient Ones, Akashic record holders, can you please give us one more thread of wisdom to tie this message together and give the earth sign and their soulmates the energy and the frequency translated into human words that will help them understand what it is they are meant to do coming forward in these last part of February. So just pardon me, I have to get my little glasses out. So this is the rune. That's one of my favorite. That is the rune for gateway. And are we surprised at all? Let me try to figure out where the heck to put this. Ooh, the gateway. I think, honestly, it goes here. I think it goes with the Hermit, because it is your soulmate going through a gateway through the self into the divine, because the two of you are in contact, and then a process begins when your soulmate is able to be deeply with themselves and takes the time to learn and ponder and go within and find their own sacred nature. They're discovering it, and they are standing before a gateway to the divine, and they may have never had this experience before. Most of us haven't, right? Okay, so this is the rune of gateway. It is a place of non-action. It is related to the god Thor. The name of this rune is Thurzaz. With a gateway for its symbol, this rune indicates that there is work to be done both inside and outside of yourself. Thurzaz represents the frontier between heaven and the mundane. Sorry, there's so much energy streaming in through me, it's causing my throat chakra to get all choked up. Arriving at the gateway is a recognition of your readiness to contact the numinous, the divine, to illuminate your experience so that its meaning shines through its form, as all heart chakra awakened partners know. This is a rune of non-action. Thus, the gateway is not to be approached and passed through without contemplation. Perfect. Here, you are being confronted with a clear reflection of what is hidden inside yourself, what must be exposed and examined before right action can be undertaken. Do you see that? There's the temperance. Got to go inside, do some examination, understand what's happening, and then right action. And that's why it is the Knight of Pentacles that is standing there. It's fantastic. This rune strengthens your ability to wait. Of course. Now is not a time to make decisions. Deep transformational forces are at work in this next to the last of the cycle of initiation, the runes that come through. So there are 13 cycle runes, 13 stages of growth that we all must approach, master, and be able to wield the power that comes from it as we approach our initiation. So that's why Spirit is saying, yes, understand. First, something has to break. You're going to come to the knowledge, and then you got to stand still. You got to take your time. You cannot rush this phase, okay? Visualize yourself standing before a gateway. Your entire life lies out behind you and below. Before you step through this gateway, pause and review the past, the learning, and the joys, the victory, and the sorrow. Everything that it took to bring you here to this moment, to develop your frequency and your ability to be present in the way you are present with this beloved. It is time to observe it all. Spirit keeps telling me to point to this. Observe it all, bless it all, release it all. Release it all, let it go. Okay? Oh my gosh, so beautiful. It is in the letting go of the past that you reclaim your power. It is time to step through the gateway. Wow. Whew, it's literally leaving me choked up and breathless. Oh my gosh. So beautiful, soulmate, earth sign soulmate, whoever you might be, I'm just sending you my love and blessings. I know it can be a challenge. And earth sign folks, if you're lucky enough to have found this person in your life, rejoice. Commit to go through your own process. That's what your love reading was about. You must both go through your own process while you are developing together in whatever way your relationship is meant to unfold, whether it is romantic or not. My spirit guys are really pressing on that. So be calm, deep breath, meditate, get some advice, okay? I'm here for you if you need me. The link to my website is below. I love coming together with couples to look into what's happening. So if you need me, I'm here for you. Have a wonderful awakened end of February, and I'll look forward to hearing about your experiences. Please send me some messages on the thread, and I'm sending you all my love. Thank you for everything that you are doing and participating in. I'll see you in a couple weeks.